Right, welcome to the third of our E3 podcasts.
Yes.
So we're talking about Bethesda today. I'm again joined by Aaron and Dylan.
Hello.
Hello.
So Bethesda had the shortest press conference of all of them.
Yeah.
By miles, it went on for, I don't know, half hour, 25 minutes.
Yeah. Except Devolver Digital, but we won't get into that one.
Yeah. I guess we'll kick off with the one that we sort of knew was a thing, which was Fallout VR.
Yeah.
But that got announced alongside the one we didn't know was a thing, and that was Doom VFR. Or Doom VFR.
Yeah, which we can only guess at what the acronym stands for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was impressed by Doom VR.
Yeah.
Like, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a standalone game.
Yeah.
To the...
Doom VR was what I thought Fallout VR was going to be. Like, I thought Fallout VR was going to be a VR experience to do with Fallout 4.
Yeah.
But then when they said Fallout 4 is the entire Fallout game, but they've reworked it so that the controls and the crafting and stuff. The crafting looked cool, man, because you could see like because in VR you've got that weird like
floaty hand.
Wii U-shaped thingy, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can see that on screen, sort of like pointing and like just placing down objects and stuff like that.
Which was cool.
Yeah, it works.
But like you could see the difference between Doom VR and Fallout VR, and the fact that Doom had been made for that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you could teleport. Like you could effectively look at where you want to be and go there.
Yeah.
And even though like the Doom, the most recent Doom was all about fast pacing and it's very old school Doom, like non-stop shotgun to the face, just keep going, and the soundtrack complements that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think VR will slow that down.
Yes, I guess if you were playing that Doom, going that fast, having to shoot I'd throw up.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I feel like they've spent time and there's been many iterations of Doom VR. I think making the game and then finishing it, and they were like, "Sorry, I'm going to do something."
Yeah, you have
VR.
to do it this way.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of. Do you remember when we tried the assembly?
Yep.
Like that was kind of like Doom. Like you kind of looked at a point in a room to move. Go to move mode. You can look at a point, hit a button, you jump to that point, and then you can look around and touch the objects over there.
Yeah, that was.
Which makes sense for Doom. I guess you've got a room full of enemies. You can sort of beam around, shoot some stuff, beam around.
Yeah. Put it this way: out of the two, with Fallout 4 and Doom, what would you buy, Dylan?
Probably buy the Doom VR VFR.
Virtual.
Purely because it's just a new title, really.
Yeah.
We've all played Fallout 4. It's been out for ages.
Yeah. Many mods.
Exactly.
Doom for you as well, Dan?
Yeah, probably Doom for me as well.
Yeah, same here. But
I said I wasn't a massive fan of Fallout 4, so it could be that as well.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having to lift your hand up to look at your Pip-Boy and that sort of stuff. That was cool.
yeah, like I must admit, Fallout 4 is the Fallout I've spent the least amount of time in.
Yeah, same here.
Keeping in mind that Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition is probably one of the games I've spent the most hours in any game, on any genre, on any platform. But yeah, we jumped from our 2 VR games into announcing, well, we already knew this, but they may as well announce it at E3, Morrowind Online.
Yep.
Expansion for Elder Scrolls Online, and highlighting that and just shouting out that it's going to be playable on the E3 floor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool of them to big up their demo, the MMO at E3. But yeah, it was basically just the trailer and then just moving on.
Yeah.
And then we went into TCG Legends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which had the Skyrim pack now, right?
Yeah, which is it's basically just the Hearthstone competition.
Yeah.
Everything's just getting a TCG. We just had Gwen. Is it the beta or did Gwen just come out?
I feel like Gwen came out. It's because we got the cinematic trailer and it must be released, right?
But everybody's bringing out TCGs, so why not Bethesda?
Mm-hmm.
Then, keeping with the good old Elder Scrolls theme, we highlighted some more of Elder Scrolls Skyrim on the Switch.
Yes.
Which we are quite confident at this point that it's just bog standard edition.
Yes.
No.
So the most it will be like the Game of the Year with your add-ons and stuff. It's definitely not the remastered one.
I don't think it's the Legendary Edition.
That's the one. Yeah. I think it's most Game of the Year edition. So they might give you all the stuff with it, but
you probably got all the expansions like Game of the Year edition, but
but none of that remastered stuff because it.
Yeah,
they still look nice because Skyrim does look nice.
Yep.
And they showed off that one of the things you get in it, you get Link's Breath of the Wild tunic, and the Master Sword as a weapon.
Yeah,
which is a Nintendo thing. Nintendo will always chuck stuff like that.
They showed off motion controls, right, as well, or was that?
Yeah,
with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is fine.
Which everybody will take off.
Yeah, no one had to use them.
Stick a Pro controller in it.
It did look quite uncomfortable on the screen as well, especially when it was on the standing position rather than.
Yeah, they used it on the
TV.
occasions, and it was fine. I mean, it looked alright running on the screen, but I would rather use the buttons.
Yeah,
but they won't make me use motion controls, so I don't really mind.
No, I don't think it's a game that you can start tweaking with this late, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't just jam in motion controls in there. Yeah. But yeah, it looked good. And it's still been a long time coming. We were worried for quite a bit when they announced it, and then just.
And then didn't know about it. So it's cool to see it and see it running properly, and to see that is the Switch version you're watching because he's wearing the Link clothes and the Master Sword thing, and like.
Have you ever seen anybody actually like just have it running on a Switch? Have you ever seen somebody just record somebody stood there playing it?
No, they haven't let it publicly play it yet.
Little
it's
stuff like that.
Publicly playable yet.
Yeah, little stuff like that just makes me worried.
Yeah. It might be publicly playable at E3 though.
When we first saw the footage,
didn't we think
it was
or not?
Choppy?
It was choppy, the frame rate.
It was choppy.
I think that might have been our stream as well, though.
Probably
the fact that
if
I was putting that together, I wouldn't put a choppy picture on a...
the big screen. You wouldn't have it in...
So I think that might actually have been our stream, to be fair to that.
But it's always one of those things that you have to take into consideration.
Yeah. But I don't remember if they said it was playable on the show floor or not.
No.
Well, then that might then not turn up until Nintendo, which I'm just looking at our board over there, isn't until tomorrow night.
Yeah, like Nintendo's
I think Nintendo will probably say, "Oh yeah, here's thingy on the Switch." Yeah. Maybe Nintendo will be the ones to give the release date for it because that's.
I was going to say
we know it's this year.
The whole of Nintendo is going to be Switch.
Yeah.
And they're going to drop stars.
Yeah.
No.
No. But we do know it's this year because.
And they ended with like 4 really, really, really strong games.
Yeah.
Even if the conference was the shortest to date. So like the first pretty big announcement was Dishonored's new DLC, which is The Death of the Outsider.
Yep.
Which you play as a new character in.
Yeah.
So read a bit online about it. I think they said something like it's probably the easiest way to get into it if you haven't played the previous Dishonored, because it's
okay. Because it's just a separate story.
I guess. Yeah. So I guess if it's anything like the other 2 characters, it's its own story. More of a easier introduction to Dishonored.
That's cool because like 1 and 2 are heavy games. They're like solid like 40-hour games, depending what length it is. If it's like a good 6 hours, I think that's depending on price tag should be really good.
Yeah,
and it's good to know that newcomers can just drop in because we don't actually know who the outsider is, right? Because we see a guy at the end
with the black eyes, who I think is the guy that gives Corvo his powers in original Dishonored.
So I haven't played in so long, but he looks very similar.
We
could be wrong about that.
Yeah, but speculation is a fun thing at E3.
Yeah.
It's half the fun. Like literally, is half the fun. But if it's more of the same, that can't be a bad thing. Like 1 and 2 sold well. The studio behind it is good. It has its distinct feel. Like it's not. I feel like it's no longer a. I always labelled it as a BioShock clone, when BioShock is a clone of a lot of other things.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's stepped out of that shadow now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Dishonored 2 broadened it so much.
Yeah, I feel like Blink is its own thing. Each power is really cool, and like jumping into a rat's body reminds me of the darkness, and I quite like that feel. So yeah, we jumped from Dishonored to Quake Championship.
That's what that says.
Quake Champions. Sorry. And even though I had like bad feedback from the beta, I'm still hyped. Like it's Quake again, and Quake on a competitive level is always amazing to watch. Like it's something at esports that I actually go out my way to watch. That and Street Fighter at the moment are my 2 things, and it looks and runs lovely. Like it actually feels and looks like the fast paced of old school Quake. It'll be interesting to see how it does in the competitive like FPS market at the moment, being very like Overwatch, Battleborn copied Overwatch. China's literally just copied and pasted Overwatch at the moment, and I didn't even bother to get that game's name. But yeah, what do we feel like we need from Quake's Champions to like stay as a solid game again for another 5 year?
I guess any game like this, it needs just a competitive scene, and they said they're gonna, what was it, $1 million prize pool?
Yeah.
So that's cool. Coming.
Because like the trailer we got given for this was literally an esports dream montage again. which is always a good thing. It sold gears. Microsoft had their own thing. FIFA had their own thing with the league and whatever.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why Bethesda shouldn't get in on that. And let's face it, those montages work. If you're like into competitive scene and you see that, you're like, sweet, I want a piece of that.
Yeah.
So you buy that game and you literally get good. I feel like it'll do well. I can't see Quake just fizzling. Like Unreal Tournament did fizzle. Kind of.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people still play Quake 3 or Quake Live.
Quake Live, yeah.
It's probably long overdue for a new game. So
because Quake Wars did do a massive dent. Quake Wars was another game. Let's forget that game.
Is that enemy territory?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one talks about that.
Yeah, didn't exist. But we had a little nice new character Easter egg at the end with the main character of Wolfenstein.
BJ
Blazkowicz, yeah.
Which, I had like a weird feeling of Bulletstorm with Duke Nukem.
Yeah, whether or not he has his own perks, because isn't there abilities in this game as well?
Yeah. But I hope they like feel like the power ups on the map. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
like I don't want like character perks.
Yeah.
No, you are literally Quake guy. You are just that armor that you are as good as you are good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like maybe on certain maps you can become him. You can be a power up for like one life. Because if memory serves correct, we see him double wielding the shotguns from.
Yeah, it could be like another alternative, like quad damage or something. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Like just 30 seconds, go for it, type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I wasn't expecting that, and yeah, hopefully it's implemented really well. Moving on to our next game, which is by far the best game announced at E3 so far, in my opinion, which is Evil Within 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that trailer was so good.
That trailer was really good.
Like in the long run, once E3 week is over, we will have our best trailers up, and I'll be fighting for that. Like
no argument from me.
But
that trailer was cool.
It started off as like some type of True Detective thing, with all like the white milk and just the mannequins and getting grabbed, and him floating, and had like a weird, I don't know, maybe not David Lynch, but definitely the guy who does Neon Demon.
David Winding Refn?
Yeah.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
It just had like a lot of, I loved it. Like it started off nice and slow, and then kind of went into like the real hell is inside your head with like his daughter,
she was
like burning in a house.
Guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like the house was on fire, and then she's alive, and then there's a cult, and then a guy just offs her, and he just starts losing it. And this goes on for like, it's a good 4 or 5 minute trailer. Like,
that trailer's long, man.
And the soundtrack, the pacing, the directing, the cuts, like the giant skips in time and whatever, and like we start off with like a tiny beard, and by the end of it we've got a crazy hobo tash, and then we see what we believe to be the main protagonist from the first game.
One. Yeah, I think it is.
On a chair, and I swear the thing that grabs us is one of the enemies halfway through.
Yeah,
the
thing with all the arms, right?
Yeah, and
yes, I thought it was that as well.
She's pretty much the regenerator of that game, and you have to burn her with the gas canisters and push them down. And I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I thought it was her as well, because it was a part of the body. It was some bodies and blood on the floor she comes out, which is how you meet her the first time in the first one.
Yeah.
I would assume it's her or another version of that creature.
It's really weird that the game I'm most hyped for, not Dragon's Dogma 2 sadly, is Evil Within, and my relationship with Evil Within 1 is that was a good game. Like it's not in my top 50 games of all time. It's probably not even my top 100, but like I'm pumped for 2.
Yeah.
Like 2, if it's 45 quid day one, that's getting bought. That's a 1 week complete that thing. It's like when we were talking about EA and we were craving Dead Space. Like we were craving Dead Space really, really hard, and that's kind of because true survival horror has been dead for quite some time. And even though Resi 7 is a solid game, like a really solid game, I still have the feeling that it hasn't came back in its full form.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last good Silent Hill?
3 maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what was last good Resi? 7? And
7 was.
And then before that it was 3.
Before it was 4. 4 was good, man.
4 was good. 4 was
but that was the last proper survival horror game, and then 5 went all action-y. 6.
I think what's the one that was in the Revelations? That wasn't so bad.
Oh, Revelations were actually
1 and 2 were good.
Yeah, okay.
But Revelations 1 was just Resident
Which is
1
one
on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have had a few good horror film games, but not like they used to be all good.
Yeah,
Like, they used to come loads. Now they're either too actiony or
we're not going down the survival horror rabbit hole, but like we didn't get Amnesia until like a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like PC had that for a
Oh,
long time.
yeah.
But yeah, like console horror, some good pedigree behind it. I actually need to look in the team, see if it's the original team. But that was Friday, October the 13th. That's Friday the 13th that's coming up.
Yep.
That's cool.
This year they did a Fallout with it. And went, here's the thing we haven't shown off yet.
Sweet. It's
People
out
might have rumoured it, but boom, there you go.
It's out in no time at all.
Yeah.
It's 4 months.
4 months away.
4 months. Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, and we went from strength to strength, and the last closing game of the show was Wolfenstein the New Colossus. Which
I want to play this.
That trailer was hype.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we were in a wheelchair with a shotgun.
Yep.
We had paralysed legs, and then we had like bloody rods in us. Just
and
powering
wearing
us
some sort of strange, I don't know, power armor thing.
Yeah.
Because you had that weird, like, I don't know,
Just
dodecahedral head
covers
thing.
his face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bulletproof fucking helmet of doom. Yeah, and I think we need to spend a bit more time on Wolfenstein. Like, I'm literally playing through New Order. I'm playing through New Order at the moment. Just escaped from a prison. Actually, really cool. Like, what Wolfenstein is to me at this moment is, we were previously briefly talking about Bulletstorm and the fact that they implemented Duke Nukem. Do not play that game.
No.
Okay, play that game, but do not play that game as Duke Nukem. Like, totally ruins it. Like, he's a product of his time, and he needs to go into the black box of Doom. It's like, we'll never open this. You're a good memory, but you're a suppressed one. And like, what Wolfenstein is, it's got that comedy, it's got that harshness, it's got like gritty gore, and it makes fun of itself at certain points. Yeah,
so this game looks funnier than New Order did.
Yeah.
Like they sort of went like, okay, we get what Wolfenstein is. It is daft. You hold 2 rocket launchers and shoot stuff.
Yeah.
So they got characters that are funnier, and you can ride one of the like Nazi robot dogs.
Yeah. It's like, it's got that weird like Duke Nukem 3D, because that is a good game. And like old school Serious Sam, like just
I think the Serious Sam,
yeah,
it's just all about just guns and you just mow people down.
Yeah, and it actually looks like they've refined that, if that's possible. Like the first one is really good.
Yeah, New Order does it really well, but this one looks faster, bigger, more enemies, more guns.
Yeah, like
more ways to kill people.
Yeah, I want to know how it starts. Like, apparently, like the Phantom Pain.
I can't remember how Thingy ends in the first one.
No, I'll tell you when I finish it. But it's like the New Order starts when you're attacking like Omaha Beach or something like that. Like we're attacking a...
Yeah, you go and then you infiltrate the castle, don't you, in the first one?
Oh no, we start like Band of Brothers. Our plane gets shut down and we crash, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we're attacking a castle and we go up like literally traverse the wall. Oh, it's so kick-ass, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like that was literally Bethesda. And that's out.
Yeah, it was short.
That's out October the 27th.
Yep.
Like Wolfenstein's out like the same month as Evil Within.
Yep.
They're gonna make so much fucking money in October. And yeah, Elder Scrolls TCG is out the 29th of this month. Like that's literally out effectively. Everything's coming out this year, and
that's why like at the end of it all they said, right, we've got these 2 games coming out 13th and 27th of October. The games that we didn't give you thingies for, you know, Skyrim, Switch, Dishonored, the VR games, they're out this year too.
Yeah,
it
just
like,
this year. Like
that's a press conference, man.
It's a weird thing when Bethesda goes, it's out this year.
Because it is out this year.
I actually trust them, and that's a scary thing, and like, especially at E3. We're going to give you the game of life in 2060. And you can't, the rule is don't believe everything you hear at E3. Because like people will
change
just
and get cancelled here and all those sorts.
Yeah. Like we won't talk about it yet, but we will talk about it in our coverage of the Ubisoft conference. But there was a lot shown in that I don't believe is anywhere near finished. Like literally nowhere near finished. But yeah, like any last thoughts on Bethesda, guys?
It was my favourite conference so far. Not because the games were like the best ones I've seen this year yet, but because everything that they managed to do a Fallout 4. They managed to give you 2 games that I hadn't shown up before that I sort of knew were a thing maybe, but they announced them and said, yeah, you can play them in a couple of months. With Nintendo, which is Skyrim, and with the Dishonored DLC, and with the Doom and Fallout VR. And again, they come out this year as well. That's cool, man. Like, and they did also say, like, we've got other stuff as well, but we'll talk about them later on at QuakeCon. So this one was just about games that you're going to play within the next 6 months. I think that's cool, especially because all the other press conferences are full of like, it's coming out 2018 sometime. We're announcing this thing with no release date yet. We're doing this thing here with no release date yet. This one's coming out 2018 sometime.
He's some concept art.
Yeah.
He's a guy who works for Sega.
Yeah. Oh, here's a CG trailer.
Guy who works for Sega.
So all the games in this also had like gameplay that you saw as well. None of these were CG trailers. Gameplay, you see the thing running and working. Yeah, I mean that's how you should do it really. Especially at E3, because E3 is about the games you want to play. So show off the games that you're going to be playing soon. And if you can surprise people, like these guys do, like that's kind of just a bonus.
Yeah, like EA will always have their conference the way EA has their conference, and Ubisoft actually they'll kind of learn from last year's conference.
Yeah, no, that conference was much better.
Yeah, and I actually think changing the presenter, even though I didn't like the idea at first, they switched her out. And
and having this Eve Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wrong. I do miss Asha Tyler though.
Hey, yeah, man, she was good. She had fun.
Yeah.
At people's expense, it was hilarious. But yeah, I'm impressed with Bethesda. I hope I feel like they should take a year off, if you know what I mean. Like from actually having EC press conferences.
Yeah.
Don't know. I feel like because they didn't announce too much, they could probably have a good lineup for next year as well.
Yeah, but like, it's a weird thing. I don't feel like Bethesda are a company that bring games out year after year after year.
Yeah.
And as weird as that sounds,
they do.
If you know what I mean. Like, I feel like their games have like a good 3-4 year turnaround. But I don't know how big their staff is and I don't know how many teams they have. I don't know what everybody's working on. But yeah, like if they actually come next year, they'll have big stuff. I feel like that is Elder Scrolls 6 year. If you know what I mean.
Next year.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no Fallout 5.
Maybe.
Was Fallout 4 last year?
2 years, right?
2 E3s ago.
Because we had a whole year of DLC, right? We had 4 DLC packs.
I feel like last year was Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
Galore.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 wasn't Fallout Shelter announced the same year as Fallout 4.
Yeah, it was.
The expansion for Fallout Shelter.
Oh, right, they did. You're right. Okay.
But no. Yeah, good luck to them next year.
Yeah, definitely.
This was solid.
That was a really good press conference.
It was out of 10 for a press conference.
Original, like 8.
Dylan?
Yeah, I'd say 8. Got 2 games to look forward to, Evil Within and Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 as well. Like Dishonored, Quake, Evil Within, Wolfenstein, solid.
Skyrim.
Yeah. Doom VR.
I look forward to my Skyrim.
Everyone loves their Skyrim.
Yeah. Doom VR actually made it to my VR shortlist.
Yeah.
Like now, now I have 3 games I want for VR. Still need to hit that 10. Right. Till next time then, guys.
Ta-ra.
See you later.
Stay frosty.